Okay, so let's talk about the boat's drive motor. As I may have explained before, we changed the motor out last year to electric. So we're totally green. The diesel motor is no longer on the boat. There's a 10 kilowatt electric motor downstairs, and it has a 48 volt battery bank powers the motor. And the way you operate it is the throttle station is here, and this is the key, which will, always be on the boat. The key goes into the throttle there, and to power up and start the motor up, you turn it to the right, and it will take a few seconds to power up. Actually, in fact, you can keep the camera running. I'm going to go turn the big red on-off switch. I'm turning it on down here. I will be sure to show you or tell you where that is. There's a big red on-off cutoff switch down there that energizes the batteries to the motor. And so I have the key on to the right and in neutral. And you'll notice on this display panel here, I'll just tell you what it has. It has voltage level. The nominal voltage is 48. Right now it's nice and high. It's reading 55 because it's fully charged. It also has amperage. So when you're running, if you're running a certain speed, it'll show you how many amps you're using. It also has a percentage of the battery level. So right now it shows 100%. And then there's also a readout for how many kilowatts you're using. Right now it shows 0, but when you're driving, it will show a kilowatt measure. In this small lake and the way we use the boat, we have plenty of battery to get around for most of what we need to do. So this panel can be useful, but it's not super critical. One of the interesting things it will show you, right now it's not showing because we're not running, but it will also estimate how many hours of runtime you have. So if you're going relatively slow, like 1 or 2 knots, very slow, it will show something like 8 or 9 hours of battery. If you speed up to 6 or 7 knots, it will show 20 minutes of battery. So depending on how fast you're going, it will estimate how much battery you have. For the most part, cruising around and just moving the boat in and out of docking and anchorage places, we should have easily 4 hours of battery or more. So I wouldn't expect any troubles. And that's the basics. Additionally, for the throttle, it's very simple. Once you have it on, the switch down below is on, it's powered up. To operate the throttle fore and aft, you grab this metal collar here on the shift lever up, and that unlocks it. Otherwise you can't push forward and aft. Unlock, you can push forward. It's very quiet, so you may not hear it. And then it locks in the middle again, and to go in reverse, you pull that collar up and pull in reverse. It's actually faster than the diesel, so it has some get up and go. Okay, I think that's it on the motor.